Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Dynasty 3890 with another MLB 16 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. It is Wednesday, July 13th, which means we're going to be doing roster predictions for Friday, July 15th. Now, if you guys aren't aware what we do every Wednesday, we do one player per team, so we will cover every single team. And what I do, guys, I do look at the comments. If you guys think I missed someone on your favorite team, either an upgrade or a downgrade, I do look at them, and I will use those to help me predict my next week's predictions. So if you think I missed anyone on your team, put it in the comments down below. And if you do enjoy this video, hit that like button so I know you guys want to see more of these every single Wednesday. With that out of the way, let's get right into these predictions. We're going to start with Mark Trumbo of the Baltimore Orioles. Does have 28 dingers this year. Only 80 power versus rate, 95 versus left I think is fair. Give him like an 85 power versus rate. That gives him an 83 overall. Go with +1. Moving on to the Red Sox, we're going to Jackie Bradley Jr., 296 average, 14 dingers. However, with that great fielding, if you just increase power or contact a little bit, he'll go gold. Put him in 85. I think that's what he should be. I think all All-Star players should be gold or better in my opinion. So, yeah, I think he should be a 85, and he'll be a gold. Now, moving on to the Yankees, we're actually going to a downgrade. Sabathia, he was killing it. On June 16th, his ERA for the year was 2.20. Since then, he's been struggling. His ERA's ballooned like his waistline to a 3.71. That's not awful, but the way it's trending, we're going to go a -1 to a 79. Still be a silver because a 3.71 ERA is not bad, but it's trending in a bad direction. We'll say he's a 79, but he stays a silver. To the Tampa Bay Rays, now we're going to what I think their best all-around player is Evan Longoria. This year's hitting 289 with 19 dingers. You can increase contact or power. You could increase both, and I could say maybe go up a +2. We'll just be conservative, so they only increase one. He'll be an 87 overall. Now to the Blue Jays, we're going to reliever that they got a few weeks back from the Atlanta Braves, Jason Grilli. Since he's come over to the American League, his ERA is 2.63, which is pretty solid. But what his K per 9 is absurd. It's 15 strikeouts per 9 innings. Increase that K per 9 a little bit. We're going to go a +1. He's now a 77, still a bronze though. Now to the Chicago White Sox, we're going to James Shields. He's been pitching better recently. His ERA has dropped down to 7.68, still really, really high. Whip of 1.94. Even though he's been pitching better recently, I still think he needs to get that downgrade. I'm going to go a -2. I mean, it's long overdue. I mean, even if you just take everything in a nutshell, his ERA is at 7.68. That's really bad, so put him at a 79. Now to the Cleveland Indians, to a guy who's been red hot, having a power surge recently, is Carlos Santana. Put him at first, catcher, or third base. He now has 20 home runs on the year. I say increase of +2. He's now an 81. Just bump up that power. Now to the Detroit Tigers, we're going to Justin Upton. Been struggling this year, as you guys are well aware. A big free agent signing for the Tigers. Hasn't really panned out. Only hit 235 and 9 home runs. I say decrease in power, maybe even decrease in contact. Put him at -2. He's now an 80 overall, like his inside edge rating is. Moving on to the Kansas City Royals, to probably their second best reliever, maybe best now that Wade Davis is injured, Kelvin Herrera. This year, his ERA is 1.77, which is pretty consistent. He's always a really good ERA, but his whip is only 0.89. So definitely I could see an upgrade. I'm going +2. Put him at an 87 overall, and he moves up there with one of the best relievers in the game if that happens. Because for some reason, like the average or like above average relievers still get good inside edges. Usually the elite ones don't, though. Now, moving on to the Minnesota Twins, we're going to shortstop Eduardo Nunez. Now, everyone was got him in their All-Star game packs. And you know what? He's in 321, with 12 home runs. We're going +2. He's not an 85, in my opinion. He's a gold. That way, if you pulled him, you can now quick sell him for 1,000 stubs instead of 100 stubs. So it's not as bad that you pulled him if you waited a week, unlike me. Moving on to the Angels, we're going to reliever Cam Bedrosian. This year, he has a 1.09 ERA, a whip of 1.12. That's borderline dominant. The whip you wish it would be a little higher, but that ERA is great. We're going +3. That's a 76. Still a bronze, but a very good reliever this year. Should get an upgrade. Moving on to the Oakland Athletics, we're going to power hitting shortstop Marcus Semien. He has 19 home runs this year, but his power is only in the upper 50s and upper 60s. Increase that a little bit. We're going +3. He's a 77. Still a bronze, but doesn't get an upgrade. Moving on to the Seattle Mariners, we're going to starter Hishawi Iwakuma. His ERA this year is 4.25. His career ERA is in the low 3s. So with a ERA in the low to mid fours, I don't think he should be an 84 overall. So we'll go a -1. He might turn it around because his career, he said he normally does, but he's getting up there in age. He is 34, but we'll go -1 to an 83. Moving on to the Texas Rangers, we're going to center fielder Ian Desmond, having a career year, switching positions from shortstop to center field. And he this year's in 322 with 15 dingers. I see you can increase contact and maybe even power. We're going +2 to an 87. Moves past Odor on the team and ties with Beltre for it overall. Now into the Astros, we're going to power hitting right fielder George Springer. He does have 19 dingers this year. I see a slight increase in power versus right. Put that around like a 78. He's now a +1. He's an 87. To the Atlanta Braves, we got the Freeman prediction correct last week. This week we're going Julio Teheran. His ERA this year is under 3. His whip is under 1. I say a +1, 84. Not quite a gold yet. Maybe, but I'm just saying being conservative, just say +1 to an 84. Now to the Marlins, I've been saying this guy should be a gold for a while. He's still hitting well over 300. He's in 317. +1, make him a gold. Increase that contact versus right or left just a little bit. He's now an 85. Now to the Washington Nationals. I mentioned him a few weeks ago. He hasn't got an upgrade yet. It's Tanner Roark. His ERA this year is 3.01. That's actually slightly, very slightly, but slightly better than Max Scherzer's ERA. So let's give him a +2. He's now an 83 overall. To the New York Mets, we're going to reliever Addison Reed, if I can find him here. He's a 75 overall. However, he has a 2.16 ERA, a whip of .91. Let's go a +2. He's a 77. Still a bronze, but should get an upgrade. Now we're moving on to the Phillies. We're going to Maikel Franco, who's got a little bit of a power surge, kind of like Carlos Santana, is now up to 18 home runs. Let's give him an increase in power. We're going to go a +2. He's an 81 overall. To the Chicago Cubs, we got another player going from silver to gold, and Kyle Hendricks. This year is an ERA of 2.55, a whip of 1.03. Should get an upgrade of +2 and 85 overall as well. To the Cincinnati Reds now, we're going to Eugenio Suarez. If this will, there we go. Let's go to Suarez. He's a 78. We're going to say a +1. He has 15 home runs this year. Not hitting for much power, contact, but 15 dingers. Increase that power versus right. He'll be a 79 overall. To the Brewers, we're going to Jonathan Villar. This year he has a ton of stolen bases, over 30 stolen bases, but he's also in 298. Increased contact a little bit. I could see a gold. I think they're going to be conservative and only go up a +1 to an 84. So he won't be a gold, but he should get an upgrade because it's hitting almost 300. To the Pittsburgh Pirates, we're going to third baseman David Freese. He's hitting 298 with 291 with 10 dingers. You can increase contact or definitely increase power. We're going +3 to a 74 overall. To the St. Louis Cardinals, we're going to Almeida Diaz. He struck out with the bases loaded in the All-Star game, but we're not going to hold that against him. He's in 315 with 13 dingers this year. We're going +2 to a 79 overall. He is now a silver, long overdue upgrade for him to be a silver this year. Now, moving on to NL West, we're going to start off with the Diamondbacks of Gene Segura. He's hitting 311 this year. Should get an upgrade in contact. I'm saying +1. He's an 84. Not quite a gold just yet. Keeps it up. I could see it, though, happening. To the Colorado Rockies, we're going to second baseman. As these servers are slow right now, we're going to DJ LeMahieu. Doesn't hit for much power, only 5 home runs this year, but he's in 334. Again, another guy very close to a gold. I don't think he'll go up yet to a gold yet, but he'll go up to a higher silver to an 84 overall. Increase contact a little bit. Do that 334 average. Hit for any power. If he had like 8, 9, 10 home runs, I could reason a gold, but the power is going to kill him from getting a huge upgrade. To the Los Angeles Dodgers, we're going to closer Kenley Jensen. I mentioned him a week or two ago. His ERA this year 1.16, a whip of .65. Dominant, +1, and I could even see +2. I'm just going to be, like I said, I'm being conservative this week with it being a shortened week because there's some games missing because of the All-Star break. I'll just say +1. He'll be in 94. To the San Diego Padres, we're going to Derek Norris. Now, he has great splits against left and 89 contact versus right, contact versus left, but he's only hitting 260 against them this year. I see that going down maybe to like an 80, bring him down to a -1, maybe a -2 overall. Should still be a silver. And to finish off with the San Francisco Giants, Johnny Cueto. We know what? I was saying he wasn't going to a diamond. I've changed my mind. I think he's going to a diamond. One reason, obviously his ERA is 2.47, a whiff of 1.00 on the dot. Those are both great. He's only given up 6 home runs this year. His home runs per 9 is at 68. That could get a relatively large boost. If that does, he's going diamond. I say a +2 to a 93. Now, like I said, guys, if you think I missed someone on your favorite team, put it in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's roster predictions, and I'll talk to you all later. Take it easy.